Yeah, no, talk about that.
What?
No, it's a good thing. Like I like when people name their stuff.
Oh,
When I was saying about naming my stuff after Greek goddesses, that was like,
nah. Well, for one, it makes it easier to recognize them on the network. That's the first thing. And then second, I mean, it's nice to be able to differentiate them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, it's a good thing. Yeah, but I was much a Greek goddess. But yeah, I'm all like alpha. I was gonna go beta, but then I said I just call it omega, and I don't have a name for the laptop. So the laptop is actually what it's called. It's called actually the Galaxy Book Pro, right? That's what it's called.
All my computers got names.
Yeah. Now just the desktop is the two desktops they have names. I'm the only two. But I told you I gave the Galaxy Book Flex. I gave Baby Blue to the wifey because I have
She like it.
Well, she love it, but it brings a little tear to my eye because I feel like she a little disrespectful with it. Like, I don't think she treated it as good as I was reluctant to give it to her. But
what you want to do with it?
I don't know, man. It's just like I look at it, it's just like laying over there on the nightstand with like stuff on top. I'm like, oh no, man, this is dope.
This old poster right here.
Yeah, so but and then I guess I'm still a little bit bitter because. And I can't complain because it was free. Samsung gave it to me. But I got the Galaxy Book Pro 2 360, but I like the blue one because it looked Samsung-y. And, we had a conversation about this one. And it looked a little weird to me. So,
It looked Samsung-y.
Yeah, it looked a little weird to me, bro. So, let's see. Are we live? We should be live. We should be. Yeah, people listen to us banter. Yeah, we live. Let's get it. Okay, cool.
Live and inside.
All right. That's beautiful. All right, good. Let me see what I got on deck today. The wrong story came up, but I guess I had to go back and find it. But it was
I saw you laughed at that Twitter story I sent you about the VR stuff. Did you read it?
This was about what was it again? I forget.
Somebody got like sexually harassed.
Yeah, but that was I laughed at it because I remember that story. I remember something like that coming out about a month or so ago. It was
it fake or was it real?
Oh, it was real, but but it was real, but it was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because it's VR. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right? But no, this Apple Pay story. It just when I put the link into my little stories thing, and that was all about Apple. But it was supposed to be Huawei enabled Apple Pay on their phones.
Huawei for Apple Pay on their phones?
Yeah, but now my story ain't saying Huawei. It's saying it's talking about Apple Pay. Hold on, let me see if I can find the original Huawei story.
I see Huawei Pay. I don't see any Huawei in Apple Pay.
Yeah, I got it from The Verge.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then when I'm looking at it now, it's like
they might have just wrote it wrong.
Yeah, I think the headline. Then like when you click on the link, it was something different. That was gonna be interesting to talk about. So that's what I get for not reading the articles, right? That's what I get for not reading the damn articles. Yeah, because I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, they pulled that one.
They got me, bro. I was ready to shit. I was ready to talk some junk. But not really. I mean, I was having a Huawei phone. I mean, that's that's Android.
That'd be weird.
That's breaking ground. That's breaking ground right there. Okay, so
I'm not gonna start with Huawei.
Let me go back to my SmartGuyz stories. Because we're not going to be able to use that one. Well, I guess we go. So the main story is about the fast charging. All right, we'll kick it off. The Xbox dongle, which I think we talked about for a little bit, but already. But we'll start off with that. Okay. It is about that time. So let's see. Where is my... I used to be able to see it if people were in here. Let me see. Can I see it still? No. Can't move this thing out the way. Okay, cool. All right. And we press record. Boom. Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, smart guys, smart girls, smart people. You might have a smart dog. I think my dog is pretty smart sometimes. I don't know. This is the SmartGuyz Tech Podcast, episode number 59. And I'm your boy, Smart Guy Big Q. I'm joined by the homie.
Keon X in the building, X on the shirt. So I made this shirt.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm reminding everybody at the top of the show, drink some water.
Drink some water, and be healthy. Like I said, I've been doing. I'm 7 weeks in on my HelloFresh. It's doing. For the first time ever in my life, the night before last, I had chickpeas. Never had chickpeas in my life. They surprised me.
Chickpeas made stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff made out of chickpeas.
Yeah.
I'm a meat eater, so
I was definitely expecting the taste to be something else, and it kind of blindsided me a little bit. I'm saying, it wasn't nasty, but I was thinking peas. I was thinking it was gonna taste kind of vegetable-y, but it tasted very starchy. You know what I mean? It was like little starch balls. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's not for me.
Yeah, so it was okay. But it's been great. I hit the scale yesterday, and since my journey started now, last week I was 12 pounds. Now I just hit the 16-pound mark, and we doing it. Yeah, man. It's going. It's doing it, man. So I'm proud of myself, and we're gonna start implementing a little bit of physical exercise into the situation. But right now, we just changed the diet, and it's good, man. I feel great, that kind of thing. So other than that,
I did a similar thing maybe 2 weeks ago. I looked at this app, and it was just like, show me the recipe. So I'm trying to dabble in not eating so much fast food.
Yeah.
Cooking a little bit more, cooking a little bit healthy, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna start doing boxing and jiu-jitsu.
Nice. Yes.
To get my body back.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice right there. And just in case some stuff jump off, we know who to call, right? Like, can you imagine? You got a little bit of boxing jiu-jitsu training, but you happen to just be chilling at the beach and some stuff jump off, and you can actually do something about it. That's dope.
Hey, I'm not doing nothing but taking out my phone.
No, that's it. You ain't trying to be the person on World Star. Like, look, Kung Fu Kenny just hopped out of the over the bridge.
Yeah, that new Kung Fu Kenny video of me. I was like, yo, zoom in real quick. Do lower. Get that good angle.
I know that's right. Man. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna tell you though, I was at work, talking to my man Tim. He's a Microsoft rep at the job, and he was putting out the new Samsung stuff. I had already had mine out, but he was putting his out, and we was just having a conversation about how small those laptop chargers done got, and everything ran on USB-C, and we were looking at the size of them compared to like. Customers come in all the time, you know how I go. Customers come in, them laptop chargers, man. Them things must be made out of like peanut butter or something, because they be breaking all the time. They always come in there looking for.
My mom got a new one too. I was like,
but you remember how gigantic those things used to be?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I was thinking to myself, like, what are they using to power these things? Because I just look at the chargers now, and like I said, in my last YouTube video, I was talking about the Galaxy Book Pro 2. And I was talking about how small that gallium nitride charger was. It was tiny, and it provided like 65 watt power and all that kind of. And I was just amazed at how far we done came with that, which made me think, Keon. So I did some more research, and I was like, people like Huawei and Oppo and Vivo, they got these 65, 100 watt, 90 watt. Crazy super fast charging, right? And I'm like, oh man, this is dope. You can charge your phone like ridiculously fast, but is that really taking care of the main problem? The main problem is, right?
battery's not lasting long.
Right, battery efficiency, right? So I don't know if them giving you 100-watt charging, is that really fixing the problem? You know what I mean? I figure we can talk about that today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I've already got opinions about that. But we'll talk about that
cool.
later.
All right, so first up though, I got so we talked about this for a little while. So we people like me and our buddy Guyz, he's a Microsoft guy. We gush about Xbox Game Pass all the time, and I think we mentioned when they first announced it that they were doing a dongle or a little device that you can stick into your TV directly and play Game Pass like a Chromecast or something like that. Well, the first story we got today is that they confirmed that is exactly what's going on, and they calling it Project Keystone. And so listen, for people, and I still don't get it, because these are the same people who make a full-blown console. It's almost like they step on their own toes. I still don't really understand what's going on here. I don't get it,
Like I said, it's probably just not going to be as powerful or something.
Well, it's definitely going to be just cloud-based, period, right? And, the cloud-based situation, your experience kind of going to be determined on your internet speeds. If you got the good stuff, you're going to have a near console-like experience. But if you got average internet, nobody's trying to be competitive. You know what I'm saying, right?
So it's definitely a rival for a part of their community.
It says Microsoft long in the works xCloud streaming device is going through some changes. The company first announced the dedicated streaming dongle in June 2021, but in a statement given to Windows Central, the company said that it has pivoted from the current iteration of the device, and that they doing something completely different, looking like it's going to be like a little tiny little look like a USB drive type situation they're going to be doing. I like it because we're in a world where you got Sony making TVs, and they also have the PlayStation. So we ain't gonna get no smart TV, no smart Sony TV with the xCloud app on it. That's not happening, right? Then you got Samsung making TVs who are partners with Microsoft, so we may see it there. But then what about the Sony people, the PlayStation guys? They're not going to be able to, to use their thing or whatever. So I don't know. I just feel like with the competition and everybody trying to do that exclusive thing, something like this will give everybody a chance to, to do their own thing.
Again, I like the concept. It's not for me. I'm not one of the gamers that they are targeting with this. I like the concept. It's easy. It's definitely going to be cheaper. Yeah. Something you could just plug in and go pretty much. You still have to buy a controller. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to buy the games, obviously, or at least a Game Pass. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely good for entry, especially if there are multiple kids with multiple TVs. Yeah. Like if you have 2 teenagers, this is probably going to be great.
Yes. And imagine it this way, instead of because I've seen it a lot where, especially to these days, I was talking to one of the kids at work the other day, because I remember, and I'm gonna show my age again. I remember me and my brothers back in the day, we used to play Nintendo in the same room on the same TV. Right.
Oh, no, I'm the same way.
Right. So, but now you got to buy. If you got 4 boys or 3 boys, you got to buy 4 different Xboxes in 4 different rooms and 4 different TVs. Now, all you really need now is one actual Xbox and maybe 3 of these. And then, like the Xbox games that they play, they can play those on Xbox Game Pass, and they can do the regular streaming XCloud stuff. And you ain't had to buy but one Xbox, and that's dope.
So if you buy one Xbox and I buy Grand Theft Auto on that Xbox, can I play on the Xbox?
So if you actually have the game, you can play your console games on xCloud, yes. And then of course, if you don't have an Xbox, a game like Grand Theft Auto, for example, is not available on cloud only. So like you have to have an Xbox in order to play that game. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah. So I can't play it with cloud.
Not if you don't have an Xbox, right? Because that game is not available for cloud only. They only have certain games that are available for cloud only, and then of course all the console games are available. And then there's the PC stuff too. So that's the way that works. But I think it's a good move. And I can tell you this: whatever Microsoft is doing with this game stuff, they're setting the tone for, because we seen Google kind of fall flat with Stadia. The business model was weird. Basically,
it's probably dead. I have not heard anything about it.
Right, so that's Amazon's deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then the other one was Nvidia's game. Nvidia, what I feel it was called, Game.
Game Link? Is it game?
NVIDIA.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, I forget what there was. NVIDIA something now. NVIDIA something now. I forget what it is, but it's weird because you have to. So basically, all they're giving you is the ability to play the games on the cloud, but you still got to pay $60 for the games. Now, in some cases, that's good because, like I said, if you got just a cloud base, like I don't have an Xbox, right? All I have is Xbox Game Pass. Certain games I can't play. But NVIDIA and Google are saying, if you give us $60, you own the license to the game and you can play it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Which is dope.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit different. So Microsoft is saying, give me $16 a month and you can play these 30 or 80 games or however many games they usually have in their rotation. You know what I mean?
Question: do you have to have like the Xbox Live account on top of the Game Pass? So Microsoft is holding a lighter on the Sony, because I don't know if everybody knows this. Sony just announced that they're having different tiers of their PlayStation Plus package. That's what you need to play games online and multiplayer games. So now you got the normal base $50 a year. Yeah. Then you have like $100 a year, and you get to play certain games, and then you have like $120 or $30 games, or $120, and you get to play even more games. And they're hoping that that's gonna help them compete a little bit with the Game Pass, and these are like AAA title games. Yeah. So they're trying something, and I'm guessing it's because Microsoft is doing what they're doing, and they're doing it well. And PlayStation now is more like vintage games, like old games. Yeah. So if you want to play new games, you still have to just buy the game or do whatever. So I don't know. I feel like Microsoft is spearheading like the new generation of gaming. Yeah,
but I also saw an article where Sony said that by 2025 they wanted half of at least by that time, at least 50% of their collection on PC. And on cloud, so they're going that way. So we've seen God of War come to PC,
Horizon,
right?
PC.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so they going there. They getting there. We need to see a little bit. I would love to see an Uncharted game on PC. That would that would be dope. You know what I mean, right? But
that's why they're gonna hold Spider-Man for a while.
Right? Yeah. Spider-Man will be a nice one to have on PC too. But that Spider-Man will sell a PlayStation 5 in a heartbeat. So yeah, I can't really see them doing that no time soon. You know what I mean?
And another thing that Microsoft did, I have to congratulate. 3 years ago, when the new generation of systems came out, Microsoft said, "Hey, we're gonna stop making the Xbox One. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Xbox One. Stop making the Xbox One for a little bit. Only gonna focus on the X and the S. And they're not having any issues. You can go in the store right now and buy the X or the S. Absolutely. Sony said, "Nah, we're gonna steal with the PS4." And trying to make it with the PS5, and then COVID happened, and now we're in the situation that we are now. Hey, but I gotta give it up to Microsoft for that.
Hey, but people were treating their PS5 like that. Well, they were having that thing there like it was a treasure, bro. It was nuts. Bad. It was crazy.
I'm now at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go try to get me a PS5. I got an invite from Sony a week ago, and we're like, we got this private queue, you go online, you wait your turn, and then if we got PS5s, we'll sell you one. Yeah. It starts at 3 o'clock. I was in queue by then. I had to wait like 10, 15 minutes. 3:15 come around. Yeah. It said, it's your turn. Go into the store, sold out.
Wow.
15 minutes. And it had a line, a queue. And you can only buy one.
That's crazy. I know. I be watching it go down when I be at work, man. On PS5 day, like I pull up to come to work and I see people lined up. I'm like, okay, it must be a PS5 day. Then I go in and I see people coming out with like they holding the two joints.
Yeah, I gotta go to Best Buy because they get them on Monday, or at least my Best Buy gets them on Monday. Yes. And the lady said it was sold out on Monday.
Yeah, man, it's a trip. It's a trip. So I don't know. I feel like Sony's approach, I mean, look, they made that PS5 like it was the must-have thing, and people stomped all over each other trying to get one. But Microsoft, they went the other way. That was just like, hey, we're going to make everything available anyway. And if you just happen to get a Series X, I mean, every once in a while, you can grab one of the, I don't think they really, I think they made the Series X just so it can compete with the PlayStation 5, but they wasn't really want to invest a whole lot in that. I was like, you know what, we're going to do this Xbox cloud service, and we're going to do
at least how they did it, popping the sales of the old generation, you can continue that later when stuff starts flowing. Sony's like, let's do both. Now look at this.
I know, right? Look at you. All right, so moving on, I want to know, I know we kind of skimmed about this like a couple weeks ago, but I want to know what you really think about this. So now, new reports are coming out that Samsung decided that, look, this whole Snapdragon versus Exynos situation. I mean, the people in the UK and the rest of the world, they upset, man. They be getting inferior devices, and they holding Samsung to the fire because of it. And then, of course, we got TSMC, the chip company. The ones who, I don't know the name. So they pretty much the biggest chip company, right? And they do the distribution for Qualcomm and MediaTek and Samsung, and they going up on their rates and stuff. So people like Google then stuck out there and did their little tensor. Apple been in the game with the M1 for a hot minute. Samsung was like, you know what, man?
And the A series.
Yeah.
That's what we've had in our phone for a while.
So Samsung is like, look, enough is enough. We gonna custom make our own chip. Not like an Exynos, because the Exynos chip is not a custom Samsung chip. Is that
not fully Samsung? That's like a partnership type of thing?
It's their chip, but it's the chip that they sell to other people too. You know what I mean? So they want to make a Galaxy chip. It's custom made for Galaxy phones, right? This is what this is about. And so they got a team, and it's like they go just stop doing Exynos for 2 years. They put this team together of 1,000 people from various places, and they're gonna come up with a new Samsung custom Galaxy chip to compete with Google and Apple and in that regard. So I don't know. For me personally, I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what a custom chip looks like on a Galaxy phone, because I see it on Google and it don't feel like a custom chip to me. It don't feel like an iPhone.
I don't feel.
When you look at an iPhone, right? And I mean, like, I'm not super familiar with how iPhones operate, but when I watch people, like, if I'm sending, like, usually when somebody comes to me and be like, "Oh, Q, I want you to see this or whatever," and they going through their phone, like, showing me stuff, I watch how the stuff move around and disappear and appear, and kind of everything kind of slides into place, and everything's kind of crispy, right? And it feels like something that you only get if you dip your toe in this pool, right? Like, you can't get this over here. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you get right here, and it's pretty. I ain't gonna lie, it's nice, right? But then I look at the Pixel, right? The Pixel 6, and it looks like, it feels like, I mean, it actually feels just like every other non-Samsung Android phone to me. Like, it look and feel just like a Moto. It look and feel just like a really nice Moto, or like one of my buddies got an ROG phone. It kind of feels like that. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't bad, but it ain't nothing special about it either. You know what I mean? Right?
You want it to feel snappier, feel smoother.
I want it to feel unique. I want it to feel unique. That's what I'm looking for. I think Apple has nailed it.
Though, is going to make your phone feel unique.
I don't know. Apple has nailed it. I mean, between the chip and the software, and the way the chip was made for the software and the software was made for that chip, you can see that marriage there. You definitely can see it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, and I will say one thing that helps, which I haven't heard a lot of positive about the Google Pixel 6.
Yeah.
So I can't even say if their tensor chip is going the way it should be going. But, years and years in the making with Apple and the A16, 15, 14, whatever, and as we've seen with the M1 and the M1 Pro and Ultra and Max, it's going to improve, like, everything as far as battery life, performance, heat, everything. So I'm excited to see Samsung do this, because it's just going to pave the way further for Samsung to be like one of the top Android brands, if not the top Android brand.
Yeah.
And, they're going to be the first ones that have like 2, 3, 4 day battery life on their phone.
Yes.
Fastest phone, smoothest phone, not have to worry about issues, because they're going to go ahead and start saying, hey, put all this energy behind making our own chip. The first one's going to be whatever, but then the second and the third generation, It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, because I'm looking for that user experience. Because I think Samsung does a good job for what they're working with, and they're pulling resources from different places. Like having to take Google apps and rework them like they do. I give them props for doing that. Like they took the Google Duo app and said, "Hey, listen, Google, this app is nice, but man, it ain't really as good as it could be." So they reworked it. Took the Messages app, saying, "Hey, Google Messages is dope, but we gonna make it. We're gonna do it our own way." But imagine if they had like a chip that was made for One UI or whatever Samsung was calling it at that time. That was made for each other. I think we'll have a more. I hate the iPhone. Like I don't really like to say that, but I'm impressed. Like when I see people when they were showing me their iPhones, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's what because although like my thing with iOS, I don't like the way it looks. That's my turnoff.
Which you can change, by the way.
Well, no. You can change where things sit, but you can't really change the flavor.
Change the icons.
Yeah.
You can change their background.
Yeah, it still look iPhone-y. It's still nah.
It's gonna look like an iPhone.
Nah.
At least you can change some stuff around.
Yeah, nah.
You got widgets.
It's still look. No matter what they do, man. Like I think. Look, again, I think it's cool that they finally opened that thing up and let people be a little bit more creative and a little bit, with customization, but it still definitely look like an iPhone.
Hey, man, with a good 6-7 hours, I can make my phone look like your phone.
No, you can't, man. You can't.
The good 6 or 7 hours,
yeah, I mean, because I'll tell you, I was watching one of the girls, she was telling me, but she was proud of her thing, too. One of the girls I used to work with at Gastonia, and she had said she had been working for like 2 nights in a row, trying to get her, spending a lot of time on it. And I thought it looked nice. I mean, she had her colors and stuff all matching and, all this stuff, but still like an iPhone to me. I just like, You solved the main problem that I definitely hated about iPhones, which was no app drawer or no way to kind of get clean up your home screens. Because I like nice minimal home screens, but all like crap on the screen, can't do it. I get it. Yeah, I can't get down like that. You know what I mean? But I think addressing the issue of the actual performance of the UI, like watching, the way the software is like very, very much integrated with that chipset. It's pretty impressed. Like I said, them pastel colors and all that weird, iPhone looking. That's I can't do that. But you know what? I give them props for the performance. Performance is on point. It's on point. You know what I mean? So I'm always good with that. So that brings us to the last part, Keon. We talk about this now. And it's an issue, and it definitely is an issue depending on which brand of device or which manufacturer you're getting behind these batteries, man. And I feel like manufacturers are trying to skirt the real problem. Look, you can try to wow them with 65 watt charging, and then I'm gonna tell you, Samsung, here they go. They like the year before, I think was the 21 Ultra supported 65 watt charging, right? And then they decided the next year not to do it. Right, and then they're saying now it's only 45, and it's only 45 on the Ultra. On the 22 and the 22 Plus, it's only 25. I mean, like, it's a bunch of weird stuff going on here, right? I don't get it.
So, and I agree with you. The main problem is that we need to go into these. We need that battery manufacturers or battery tech engineers go into the battery and figure out how to make it more efficient.
Yes.
Processor helps, and I'm not even doing brand naming, but Apple has done a great thing with their A series and their M series to make the batteries last longer.
Mm-hmm. Great.
We need that from other companies. We've got super fast chargers and wireless chargers to make sure your battery doesn't degrade over time. And if you need like a boost, you can get it real quick, which wireless charging is great for not degrading your battery. And then the gallium nitride and all these super fast chargers are great for giving you a boost. But, doing that every day is going to kind of hurt a little bit in the long run.
Yeah.
But every manufacturer will give you 2,000 milliamps, 3,000, 4, 5, 6. Like, batteries are big. Yeah. It's not like these batteries are small.
Right.
But, yeah, it's the technology within them that we need to improve.
It is, man. I am so like, okay. So like, my main phone is a foldable, which has by standards of handsets these days, the battery is a little smaller, right? It's a little smaller than most of them are around that 5,000. That's where most of the good stuff is at, around that 5,000 milliamp hour mark. And my phone falls a little bit short. Now Samsung does the whole batteries
like tied together.
Yeah, that's what they do on that phone. But they do the whole thing where, that 28-day learn your usage pattern deal, and it works. It works pretty good. But and it also should have been that way from the beginning. Like, if you got a bunch of apps on your phone, why are 30 of them running in the background anyway? They should you don't need all of
them. Every phone the first week or so, right, it has to adjust.
Right, But I'm saying, like, if I open up Google Maps, right, and then I'm done with it, and I close it, why is it still running in the background?
That happens on Apple as well, because if you use an iPhone and you look at your previous apps, they keep things in RAM a lot. Yeah. And then they tell you don't close it out because it actually does more harm than good unless the app is malfunctioning.
Right.
Which I don't understand, but it's whatever. So these phones keep a lot.
But you know me, Keon, and I think you might be with me. I don't know if you still like this or not, but you know me, I'm a full brightness. Always got the 120 hertz running. I got I like my phone on full glory, right?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, you a screen dimmer?
I think my 120 hertz is on. I think when I talked to Zell, my 120 hertz is on. But I definitely don't have full brightness on. I usually have auto brightness, or I make it low.
Oh no, they can't do that. Yeah, no.
Sometimes my transitions, I have like transitions turned off. Like I don't care about transitions. Nah, man. I'm not doing nothing.
No, I want my thing wide open. I need it wide open. Like, I mean, like, how the slider goes and then it turns like yellow at the end because they don't want you to go to the yellow.
Yeah, for a reason.
I'm all the way in the yellow, bro.
You don't have auto brightness on though?
Oh, I can't stand auto brightness. And you know what? What y'all don't understand, having the phone do that all day long is really impacting the battery more than just having it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
And then first, whatever of all, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, you know what? Let me look up something. Let me check my old lady. Let me do something.
Dark mode.
It's still gonna be bright in your face.
It's bright, but I
have my phone on 5% brightness. I'm like, I don't care. No.
I need my phone to show. I mean, I need to be looking at his best all the time. And I'm gonna tell you, because people will come to me and be like, "Yo, Q, I want you to see something," and they come to me and they show me their phone, and I'm squinting like hell. Like, dude, what is going on? You got a privacy screen on this thing or what?
I remember when Google had their the nighttime, keep your phone battery, all this stuff, keep distractions. And they had like the black and white mode. Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, it was.
Would you ever do that with your phone?
I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would. I like my always on display. I have that joint running all the time at full brightness.
I hate that. I can do that on my watch. I hate that.
On my watch. I'm gonna tell you how crazy I am with mine, right? My battery is capped at 85%, right? So you can
when
go,
you put it on the charger, doesn't charge fast enough?
Nope. I start my day at 85% with full brightness. It doesn't
do like full charge when you're about to wake up?
No. When it hit 85, it stops. It's capped.
Oh, I thought it was like it hits 85 for like throughout the night, and then like an hour before you wake up, it goes up to full.
No, my phone never charges to 100% ever. And my laptop doesn't either. Or my tablet.
And you were talking earlier about GAN chargers.
Yeah.
I don't charge my iPad or my MacBook with like an actual charger. Yeah. I just have them plugged into my computer.
Yeah.
It powers it.
Yeah, and that's good because that way you ain't really got to worry about blowing it out. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, all my devices are capped at 85 because I'm trying to protect the battery. Wow. And like so I'm capped at 85. I like to have my always on displays rocking hard at full brightness. On my
That's
phone,
always been a rumor for like the next iPhone.
Yes, I know. I saw that.
Turn that off immediately.
Yes. So then on my phone, I got the 120 hertz on both screens rocking hard on the inside and on the outside, both turning full brightness. You know what I mean, right?
See, I'll use a wireless charger with my iPhone. and I'll just leave it on there for however long. Yeah. But my battery health is still at like 99% after 6, 7, 8 months.
Right.
Like, I'm not worried about that.
I think I was on Twitter one time when I was telling somebody I was a Fold user and I keep my battery kept at 80. They was like, dude, how you cap your battery at 85 with a Fold? The battery is already kind of like, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. But we talked about it one time on the podcast, and you and Zoe kind of got on my case, and y'all saying like, oh wait, no wonder your battery lasts because it ain't really doing your phone dry. Saying, remember that conversation we had?
Hey man, if your phone lasts 24 hours, it's going dry, dog.
Yeah, so that's what Zoe was saying. So I was like, yeah, dude, if you capping your battery 85 and you got it all turned up like that, and you still get home, you still get home with over 45%, dude. Ain't nothing happening to your phone at all, bro. You ain't doing that.
But they've also got this condition, like the companies, because I don't really care how big my phone's battery is.
Okay.
Because I have a little wireless charger here. Yeah. I have a wireless charger in my car.
Right.
Sometimes when we go on trips, we carry external battery chargers. Yeah. So they've got this condition that it doesn't matter how long your battery lasts because we just want you to have extra batteries.
Yes, absolutely. And again, that goes back to the beginning of the conversation where I feel like that's a Band-Aid. They're just like, hey, don't worry about it, bro. Because it was even in Samsung's marketing. There was like, I remember because we was in a lunch and learn thing over this weekend where we had to train people on the new computers or whatever. And it was like, don't even worry about battery life because in case you are in a pinch, this thing supports 65-watt charger. It'll get you charged back up in the blink of an eye. I'm like, well, I don't want to. What if I'm on the top of a mountain? You know what I'm saying?
Better have an extra battery charger.
Oh my God, it was crazy, right? But so what they want to do is they're like, look, it don't take 15 minutes to get you from 0 to 30. They always say 0 to 30 or 0 to 50 because you know how those charges work. They blast the battery early, and then once you get to a certain point, they slow it down, and that's cool. But I just feel like that ain't really helping us. I think we need a battery that is actually designed to last for a long time. Versus us having to zap it back full twice. If you on your charger twice a day, either you're super important and your phone is blowing up like that, or you just got a terrible battery in the thing. Bro.
Like I said, I'm conditioned. Like I have a wireless charger on my desk. But I sit down, I lay my phone on my charger, and it just stays there.
Right.
Just because, why not? Why not keep it charged?
Yeah, might as well, right?
But like my iPad, I'm not charging it every day.
Right.
I'm not throwing it on the charger. When it's not like that, it's just, I don't know. They've got this condition. I just throw when my stuff is low, that's when I'm throwing it on the charger. I'll have stuff die on me because I just don't throw it on the charger.
Right. Yeah, because, usually when I go, when I get in when I go to lunch or something from work, when I get in the car, I just automatically put it on the charger. And I think I do that too because of the Android Auto because I like to use that. So you have to plug the phone.
You don't have wireless Android Auto?
No, not in my car. Yeah, I got, I know. I wish I had. I know. They keep on saying, but they saying that you can't update the software. Because the software, I remember the big update came out on the software, and I was like, yeah. But I was like, no, you have to have the hardware too.
You gotta replace their head unit.
Yeah, which I really can't because it's built into the, it's got the big, the big screen on it. It came with the car.
You can't replace all that?
Not like that. I mean, because it's custom. It's made with the car. Yeah.
I'll take it back to Toyota, wherever you got the car from, and be like, take it back to Kia and be like, hey,
I want the new joint. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can do it. But I like my Android Auto. I think it's dope, right? But you got to plug it in, and so, boom, I'm plugged in because I like my Android Auto when I'm driving. Whenever I'm in the car, my phone's getting a little bit of juice, right? Just because of that, like on some residual stuff. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I have a car charger. And I got a new thing for it so it could charge faster, but it don't charge all that bad. It's really just to keep the battery from going down. Yeah. Or if I'm doing a road trip, it'll charge up there.
Right.
But around the city is just whatever.
Yeah, because I think it is weird because my Android, I guess my version of Android Auto is kind of old because my text messages and stuff, normally, in the old charger that I had, it didn't have Android Auto. It had its own little Dodge little system in it. And as soon as you got in the car, I connected Bluetooth, and your text messages and stuff would just work. Where in this Android Auto one, I don't get any notifications unless the phone is plugged in. So I have to plug it in if I want to get my text messages or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's why I just drive up to my hand on the phone. I don't advocate for that. But I do it. So.
Yeah, but so when I'm in the car, I get a little chalk. People are like, "Oh, you talk all that junk, dude," but you charge your phone during the day too. Yeah, because I kind of have to when I'm in the car, right?
So sad.
What's that about it?
I don't know. Hey man. But I mean, you're different from the people you talk to. You're mid-30s, early 40s, married man.
Yeah. And then, of course, and my phone ain't like jumping off my lap and stuff. Like, it ain't blowing up like that. I mean, because the only thing like happens during the week for me, what impacts my battery the most, and on my watch, which gets on my nerves, is work. And because like I work on a remote team, like me and my teammates, we rarely see each other. So we use like messaging apps and stuff like that, and they go off all day long, right? So we have teams, and we have the group me, and we have the group message, and we have and they all going off at the same time, and that kind of hurts my battery a little bit. But that's only when I'm working. You know what I mean? So,
but then, just like you said, we have things like our watch, which takes the notifications off of our phone, lets your battery last longer.
Yeah.
It's not fixing the issue. It's that all these things are good Band-Aids.
Yes.
The Band-Aids are going to last.
Yes.
But let's just improve the tech real quick.
You would think, but they're saying, and then it's funny because they will, and again, it usually always come down to money. So it's like they can easily, fix the battery problem, but they can say, well, especially Samsung, because other companies don't do this. They say, oh, well, here's a 65-watt charger, here's a 45-watt charger, or whatever, but you got to buy it separately, and it costs like $60, right? Now, companies like Vivo and Apple, they give you like 65-watt chargers in the box, but not
OnePlus and Oppo and all of them, they do it in the box. But Google, you have to buy the extra. Samsung, you have to buy the extra.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't promote it, but you can buy bigger chargers from Apple.
Yeah.
Extra, like they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, so their whole thing is like, wait, we can fix the battery if we wanted to, but why? Why?
I don't know. I think it's because I remember a long time ago somebody was talking about doing new battery tech.
Yeah,
I never followed it up, but
it was like graphene. That was talking about the graphene stuff that it was like Samsung was talking about that about a year or so ago. Yeah, and we never saw.
They've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, we
I don't know why they won't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still working on it or maybe it didn't work out. Maybe the yields were bad on it. I don't know, but it was supposed to be good stuff. It was supposed to be cheap and it's supposed to be good on the environment when you recycle them.
I also remember old stories where they were talking about like you'd be able to walk into your room and in that room your phone would just charge like wirelessly, airlessly.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, those are the good old rumor days.
Because I definitely remember them saying something about it would be like in the stores, like you were going, like how they have that. They used to have that. What was that thing called? Kick points or whatever it used to be called back in the day. Like you would walk into the store.
Chalk kicks.
Yeah. But something like that would happen, but it would be like it would charge your phone just by being in that building.
Or just like when you go to like an amusement park and they have those like hydration zones.
Yeah.
You just go into like a place and it'd just be like a charge zone.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how good that would be for your body.
Yeah, that's probably why we ain't seen that tech yet. And it's weird because we had 2022. Wow, 2022.
Hey, we were supposed to have flying cars,
right?
Flying skateboards and all that.
Yes, and our phone's supposed to be see-through and expandable and
or do like this.
Yes, And then we can't even figure out how to get a battery to work properly. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna get there?
Something along the lines we messed up or we forgot something.
I know, man. I know. It is crazy, But I'm hoping that the next crop of devices that come out, they do some with these batteries, man. But I know Samsung, for example, the rumors I heard about the new watch that's coming out in a couple months. They actually just put a bigger battery in the watch instead of figuring out how to make the battery better. So now I don't know if you've seen these rumors. They're doing the Galaxy Watch 5, the Galaxy Watch 5 Classic, and this quote-unquote Galaxy Watch Pro made out of titanium and sapphire. Yeah, I know. Sapphire glass, titanium body, bigger battery. You know what I'm saying?
I love the Pro name. Because I'm a pro person. Okay. I'll buy something just because it says pro.
Right, pro.
But
pro don't mean pro no more.
Something.
Pro don't mean pro no more. Pro may be more expensive now.
Which is cool. Like some things I will buy Pro just because iPhone.
Yeah.
I don't take pictures on my phone.
Right.
When I bought a Pro iPhone though.
Yeah, right, okay.
But I don't need a Pro watch. Just like when the Apple Watch, like the edition.
Yeah.
No, you don't need it. You don't need it. It's a way to make. You don't need a Pro watch.
Because there's those people who got to have the best of the best. Like, why get a 22 Plus when there's a 22 Ultra right beside it? You know what I'm saying?
For phones or whatever, but like watch just customize it. Don't have a whole new thing.
Man. Sapphire glass, titanium body, bigger battery. Okay?
Okay, so you're supposed to be walking around with your arm like that. The thing's so heavy.
I guess.
And you have to like lift weights just to bring your arm up.
You know, I mean, you might have to, right? But you know, that's rumored out. So I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. But you know me, especially if it's a little bit bigger than a 46 millimeter one that they got now. If it's a 47, maybe I think I would go for that. I got a pretty big wrist. So.
You like big watches, or do you just have big wrists?
I got a big wrist, and so the little watches look a little weird on it. You know what I mean? So.
But do you actually like the like oversized watches?
Not the super huge ones, but you know, I got a 48 millimeter watches. It's pretty big for most people, but I would rock that. That's pretty nice. You know what I mean? Yeah.
A little 44 millimeter right here. 45, I think. Yeah, 45.
Yeah. So, you know, but, you know, 46, 47, 48, I get down with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll do that. But just like, I don't know if I need the titanium. Because I don't know, the Galaxy Watch 3 came in a titanium version. And what I didn't like about that one, you couldn't change the band on it. So it had a titanium band and a titanium body. And you were stuck with that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I don't like that. So, you know.
From the rumors, are you looking at the Pro Watch?
Absolutely. Yes.
That thing cost $2,000.
Well, they said it should cost around $700, but that $700 is the same price as the Tom Brown Galaxy Watch 4 from last year. I
like the Tom Brown watch. I like the Tom Brown phone.
Yeah.
Do I like the watch? I don't know. I remember I like the phone though.
Well, the watch is the same watch that I got. Except we just have like a red, white, and blue band on it. Yeah, it's the same silver watch, right?
I didn't like the watch.
Oh, it had engravings on the side of it that said Tom Brown, New York. So you know, you can flex that a little bit, right?
Brown. Of course. But you gotta wear that band.
It's Tom Brown, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you gotta say. That's how you got.
Oh, you got a Galaxy watch? Excuse me? It's like Tom Brown.
It's Tom Brown, okay? Come on now, get it together. Don't you dare come at me like that. But you know what I said last year, though, and now that we're so close to it, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it. But I said last year, I said, you know what, I'm getting me a Tom Brown fold next year. You know what I mean? But yeah, because you know, I was like, the Tom.
Are they? From what you've seen in rumors, quote, are they going to do like another special edition type phone?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think the Tom Brown, well, last year's Tom Brown stuff, the white versions were dope. Now the Fold 2 with that gray, I didn't like that too much, right? But you know, last year's Tom Brown situation was nice, man.
Tom Brown last year was dope.
Yeah, I was like, this is pretty cool. And I don't need, I would definitely want the phone and the watch, you know what I'm saying, the buds, you know what I mean, like, you know, I would definitely want to rock that, you know, that's dope. But it depends on what the situation is like when the phone launches. If I have some extra cash, look, I think I might spring for the Tom Brown. Only thing about it I'm scared of is when it comes time to trade that back in. And I know they're not going to recognize the Tom Brown name when it's time to trade it back in. This is going to be a regular, you know, whatever it is, a Galaxy Fold 4. That's all it's going to be, right? Whether it's Tom Brown or not, I don't think you'll get no extra money for it.
So your phone now, or your watch now, do you get like the new color, or no? Do you just get like black or whatever?
No, I got the silver one.
Is that a new color? Or is that the same color?
Well, yeah, they didn't have silver last time, so it was bronze and black. Those are two colors from last year. Yeah, and then year before, and then this year was silver, black, and green. Green was technically the new color. Like the limited color or whatever, the special color. Yeah, and I went.
That's what I do with all my iPhones since like, I don't know how long. For a while though. I always get like the special color. Sometimes I don't even like the special color.
Yes, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know, usually if it's a white version or a silver version, I'm going to go with those. That's my number one choice. Because I remember when the Note 10 came out, I said to myself that if the job gave me, remember they came out with that Aura Glow color, It was like that,
Yeah,
the reflective.
was
That was dope, dude. Get out of here. But I was like, I want that. If I said, depending on which one the job give me, if they give me an Aura Glow one, I'm gonna buy a white one. And if they give me a white one, I'm gonna buy an Aura Glow. But they gave us the Aura Glow, so I ended up buying a white one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know.
Good choice.
Yeah, the Aura Glow was dope. Do I got one around here somewhere? The Aura Glow was dope, but it was. I mean, it was the fly color that year, bro. It was. You didn't like the art. Well, maybe that's probably why they never did it again. But I'm just saying, it was,
Exactly.
But man,
I heard Samsung. I was like, y'all can't do this again.
No, dude. I remember when we put that thing out, people loved that thing. I was like, oh my god, this thing is so beautiful. And then they slap a case on it. You never see it again, right?
Hey, like I said, you got people over here at Apple. We just fight for blue, green, purple. Like we don't fight for shades and stuff.
Yeah.
We fighting for a color. A basic color at that.
I mean, so they did that bronze, which I wasn't a fan of when the 20 series came out. I didn't like that. The Note 20 and the Fold 2 were that bronze color. I didn't like it. And then this year they're doing the burgundy, and I don't know if I like the burgundy either. You know what I mean? So.
And I do you gotta do like a separate color for the Pro, a separate color for like the Plus, and for the regular?
So the regular and the Plus are the same colors, and then the Ultra one gets its own. It comes in the same color.
I make sure that my Pro phone has the Pro exclusive color. Yeah. That way, when I'm out, I don't even gotta say nothing. Y'all be like, "Ooh, that's that deep blue. That's the Pro."
Okay. There it is. So that ain't even the regular blue.
You can see the 3 cameras.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a color, right? That's weird because the way I see it is like. When I look at the S22 Plus, it don't even look like an S22 Ultra, so they even look different. Even so the color wouldn't really matter. They're the same color.
From far away, I still got you got to know.
You got to see it from like when you first enter
from across the store.
When you first enter with it on your like, oh, that dude right there. Oh, okay, he's
exactly. Now you coming over with you. Okay, I'll convert you.
Okay, you know what I mean. No, man, I gotta. I'm not buying the phone for the color just because it's exclusive color. No. Not doing that now. I'm not going that far. I do some weird things for the tech, right? But I ain't doing that.
Come over to the elite side.
Nah, man. I like my whites. I like my silvers. I try not to do black. I try to stay away from black because black is it's too common. Oh. It's a little too common. You know how I feel about common. I don't like the remotely.
But you don't want to do elite.
I like elite, but I wouldn't do the elite color if it's a weird color, right? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, cute. Elite gotta go all in.
No, man. So I would do the elite black or whatever, right? Like, dude, I'm top notch. They were like, why didn't you get the green one? That's the exclusive one. I'm like, exactly. I don't want the green one. If
it was yellow, I gotta get yellow. It's elite. I remember I had to go on that hated that color.
No, man.
I had to get it.
I was talking to a customer yesterday, right? The dude was like, want to get a new watch. And he was like, nah, man, these new classics, I don't know if I really like them, man. Because he had like a classic 3. And I was showing him mine. He was like, it's the same watch as the one in this place. He's like, no, it's not. And I said, yes, it is. And I'm showing it to him, right? And he's like, nah, yours look different, bro. Yours look different. And then I showed him.
Did you change the band?
I have a different bezel on the top of it. So it actually has like numbers and stuff on it, It's got like a tachometer type number thing on it.
Did you buy that or you just someone you
No, I got it from Amazon. I've had it on my last couple watches, right? So he was like, oh, you into that? I said, yeah, I can't. My stuff can't look like everybody else's. Then he was like, we was talking about the Fold, right? Him and his wife. She was like, oh, yeah. I was looking to watch out for him. He's like, oh, you got the Fold too, right? So we was talking about that. And he was like, what it looked like was the case on. So I took my case off of it. And it had that, it's got that skin on it, right? Like that. And he was like, okay, you one of them kind of dudes. And I'm like, yeah, man, my junk can't look like everybody else. Like, I can't. He was like, oh, okay. He said, yeah, I feel you, man, because, everybody, I said, that's why I can't buy Apple, because I'll be looking like everybody else. I can't do it.
You can put the skin on the same too.
You could, but I'm not.
Get you the elite color, put skin on it. I don't know why you would do that color.
Right, again, because now I got the elite color that I'm covered up with a teardown skin.
Elite color right here, but if you look at the sides, you can't tell.
Right,
So, it is, man.
It is what it is, but that's why they do it, Ken. That's why there's the Pro, and that's why the Ultra, and the Extra, or the Max, or whatever it is called. That's why that category exists. For people like me and you.
Hey, it's easier for them because They could do custom order phones.
They could.
That would take longer to get, longer to make.
Samsung already doing it. Because you know the S22 Ultra comes in 3 other colors that nobody has.
Well, I mean, yeah, that, but like they could just say, we're selling an S23, and then you buy what parts you want. You want the RAM or you want the processor. Yes. They could do that.
Yes.
But it's easier to say 3 different categories.
Yeah. Actually,
that way.
If people wasn't in such a rush to get phones all the time, that would be the way to do it, because that way you can condense the amount of chips being wasted by you made all these green phones and ain't nobody buying them, right? So you could have saved those chips and did a custom. We talked about this. I'm okay if the pandemic taught me anything, bro. It taught me about patience about buying stuff. I will wait on it. I order and I'll wait on it. I don't care. I know it's coming. So, but most people are like, I'd be like, I don't got it in stock. I can order for you, bruh. How long is it going to take?
Nah.
The 7th. The 7th is like 4 days away.
No, that's fine. Right. For me, it's weird. I'm patient because I'll wait, but I'm waiting until it gets to the store. I'm not waiting.
No, man.
Time.
Listen, and I think those custom phones from Samsung take about 3 weeks. They take about somewhere between 18 and 21 days. And people be like, bro, that's really? Like, when you look, up to this point, you didn't have the phone. What's another 21 days? What is another 21 days? Unless your phone is broken and unusable.
For me, I don't like giving out my money and then not having what I want, or not knowing what I want coming in like 2-3 days. I know, that's Amazon's fault. That's not my fault.
I'm patient, man. I will order something in a damn heartbeat and just be like, I know it's coming. I
can never do like Kickstarters or Indiegogos. Yeah. It's just like, it'll come when we're done. Like, no, I need to know. Nah, man.
Because as soon as your mind kind of wander away from it, you got a package on the front door. You be like, yes, that's it right there, right?
I need to know when it's coming, or I need to pick it up in the store. I can't have this lofty date.
Yeah. But that's why I know that people would never custom order phones. It won't be a big popular thing because people they don't get down like that. They just they need to have them phones right away. You know what I'm saying? And like this chip shortage, boy, Samsung was struggling hard this year. Oh, it was rough, boy. I'm telling you. And people, they just like nah. They were like you. They kept. I see the same people every week. I'm like, bro, I told you last week. I could order it for you.
And you're going to see me every week. You're going to see me every week until you have the phone in the store.
You could be picking it up today if you had ordered it last week.
You're going to see me every week. That was me. Because I was like, I could have ordered this a while ago, and I would have had it by now. But no.
I'm just saying. The same dude every week was like, bro, like, you were just here last week. We should have just did it then. You've been picking it up today. You know what I mean?
Oh, it'd be like, you don't have it again? All right, I'll come back. Hey, don't worry about it.
I can't do that because essentially you're doing the same thing, bro. You do it,
but it feels different.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Oh my god!
It feels different. It feels like I'm not really waiting for it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. But you are in every sense of the word.
Not really though.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have it in your possession, right?
I'm not really waiting on it right now.
You thinking about yours getting there to the store just like I'm thinking about mine showing up to my house, right? And more than likely, I'm gonna get mine before you get yours.
But it's different though. It's different.
I guess so.
Let's wrap this up so I can go see if I get a PS5.
Okay, let's do it. Listen, I thought it was going Zoe even texted me before the show. Like, y'all guys going live today? And he didn't even show up. But anyway,
Why?
I want to thank everybody who continued to support the podcast. We're having a lot of good fun here. Episode number 59. Dude, we've been going hard this season, boy. It's been good and everything like that. So I'm definitely appreciative of those things. And as we continue to grow, Keon. So that's all I got for this week. What you got, bro?
Hey, man. I appreciate it as well. Next week, Apple WWDC. So get ready. Yeah. We're going to talk about Apple on the next show.
Yeah, I'm going to have me a big old bang sitting here so I can keep myself awake. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we'll have fun. As usual, reach out to us however way you want to. We're active on Twitter, Instagram. That might be it for me.
I'm Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. That's it. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. That's it.
Twitter, Instagram, and then for Q, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Reach out to us. You got ideas Yeah. If you want to say anything, you want to promote anything, just talk to us and we can see what can happen.
Absolutely. On that note, we out here, man. Y'all take it easy. We gone. Peace. And I'm saying all that, but I got to go back in here and stop the show because I got it going remotely. But hold on. Gotcha. I got us. Here we go. And I can start the recording. Boom.